So back once again with the Phoenix Coyotes, just at the start of pre-season, and in the last video I said I was thinking about trading Eric Grover, but I'm not going to do that anymore because of his value's changed. When I checked earlier, he had the same amount of value as Nikolai Kulemin. It was right down there, but since it's gone up, I'm not going to use him. I'm actually going to use him. I swear it said he had no value last time I checked. Oh well, I'm alright with that. I can I don't mind if he's got extra value. We can get something very good back for him. Now if we're going to trade Griver, we can probably get a young top 3 or bottom 6 forward that we know is going to get better, because there's no point really trading for another defenseman. So let's do this properly and check the trading block and go that way. So clear. Third liner who's 27 but has a decent potential. We can't afford the top players. Okay, so we could get loads of people probably, but let's check someone out. So somebody like Brock Nilsson's good, isn't he? If his discipline was a little bit better, I would go after someone like Brock Nilsson, 22 years old, 4-star potential. Again, Brune Jenner would be quite good, but his potential's not very good. Casey's Kazikis wanted to be a little bit better overall wise. Riley Smith would be quite nice, but so would Gabriel Bork. What's Nick Foligno? 26 years old. Nick Foligno is an option. What about Cody Eakin? No, his discipline's not good. Carl Clifford probably the same. I think I'll grind before a Foligno is something that we can do. I don't know if that trade would go through. I don't think it would. And also, Foligno's contract would help us get to the salary cap basement, which is something we might need to worry about, but I'm not sure it's too bad. Let's just try this. No, I didn't think it would, because I don't want Griver and I don't want to give up Foligno. Who do they want? And okay, so there's a lot of people they do want. So Shorts was someone we were thinking of giving up. Samuelson probably could go. He's got a bit of trade value. What's Short's trade value? I can't remember if I'm using Schwartz on the AHL team. No, I must be. I don't want to give up you. I think it might have to be Samuelson to make this go through for the extra value. Let's see what they say to this. Yeah, okay, so I'm happy with that. I mean, considering we signed Eric Griver as a free agent, Samuelson's not going to be anything spectacular for us, and we've got a lot of spare players that we can use in Samuelson's role and move people up. So it's not too bad. As Foligno must be on the... Yeah, he is. Okay, so who are we going to drop? Bowman or Gerby? Who's worse defensively? So Bowman's good. Bowman's got the 85 discipline and 4-star defense. It's looking like Bowman's the better option just because of his defensive responsibility. It looks better than Gerby, so we're gonna keep Bowman in instead of Nathan Gerby. We'll send Gerby down to the minors and just use him to help out Anthony Mantha and Kirby Reichel. Foligno, there you go, and then Foligno can come up to that third line, make that's a lot better. We'll keep Foligno as a third line player. just for his defensive role. And we'll probably get him killing a few penalties just looking at him. Yes, definitely left-handed on a left winger. Left-handed and left winger. We'll play the strongest player in their favourite position. So that trade has instantly made our NHL team a lot better. Shored up I think we're a lot better defensively, especially in the forwards, with now having Foligno and Kopkowski on there. It's a little bit worrying having Bowman and Kuhlman as the snipers on the fourth line, but they're not terrible defensively. I think they should be right, and it is only the fourth line. They're going to get 8 minutes a game, and hopefully, as long as they don't cock up, which I don't think any of these players will, but good enough not to, we will be fine. And obviously that third line is looking quite good now. Gordon in the middle. What else do we need to change? Penalty kill. Yeah, we can take Bodka off the penalty kill and stick Foligno on it, and that will help Bodka's energy levels. That's fine. That's all we need to do there, I believe. Do a shootout offense. Yeah, that's all we need to do there. For the AHL lines, we won't mess around. I'm not using Swartz. Okay, I'm going to have a quick mess around of the AHL lines and then we'll cut back to the video. Okay, so I've done that quickly. You see we put Gerby on the first line with McMillan and Manfer. I'll help short out of that line. Second line, Reichel's actually got a pretty decent face-off rating of 75, so we'll stick him alongside Crisco and Yup, and they should get some points as well. And then we've just put Jones in where Greiber was playing. We'll keep Martin with Murphy to try and extend his growth. And that should about do it for everything else. Let's check who the captain is. It's still Hedman, Ekman-Larsson and Kopkowski. I am almost cool with that. And I am cool with that. It's not going to make a difference. And AHL really doesn't make a difference. So let's just go ahead and start the year. Let's go to November. I've just been told off for trading Greiber away, but you know, we really don't need him. We've traded him to a different conference as well, which is another thing I didn't really think about during the trade. As you see, the owner expects us to make the playoffs this year, and to be honest, so do I. So do I, and we still got 2 more preseason games against the Oilers and the Ducks. Sorry. Easy win there, 7-1 win. I'm excited about this team. It could be an interesting season. For some reason, I don't think we're going to have quite the playoff run we did last season, because that came out of nowhere. We should be fine. It would tell us if we weren't compliant, so I'm not too worried. I apologise for this if you guys can hear that squeaking sound. My nose is being really weird at the moment. Every time I'm breathing, it's just messing up. But yeah, I don't know what it is. We should not have got as far as we did last year. I mean, Smith and our defensive core is playing good, and our defensive core is better, and our forwards are better. So realistically, you'd expect us to get back to the Stanley Cup Finals. But if I don't think that is the way that it's going to pan out, obviously I want it to be the way that it's going to pan out. We've got a better backup goalie. Gormley and Cece have gotten better. Larsson's better. Hedman's better. Ekman-Larsson's better. Kuznetsov's gotten better. We've got top 2 forwards now in top 2 line centres. Sorry, in McKinnon and Brassard. Obviously, Bodka and Graham are pretty interchangeable. Nyquist and Kuznetsov are pretty interchangeable. Our third line is pretty good as well. Kind of miss having Vermette at centre, but Gordon is a good third line centre for us, considering he's got Kopkowski and now Foligno to work with. And the fourth line's a bit interesting, but you know, we filled it out with good players in Bowman, Kuhlman and Jay McClement. McClement should win the possession of the puck, and hopefully Bowman and Kuhlman are able to keep possession of the puck, is what I am hoping. So we should be reaching the end of the month just now, and we have a pretty solid record to start. We are 7-2-2, so we have 16 points. Let's go ahead and check out the team standings, and then we'll do some player stats just for reference points. So we are third in the NHL on total points. Points percentage, 5th. I would be happy with that at the end of the year. Offense, we are 5th, but Winnipeg are going to come down to earth at some point. Goals against average, 13th in the league. Again, people start evening it out, we'll get better. Power play, clicking along at 20%. I like that, will do. Times on the power play, we are 1st. So again, drawing penalties. Power play goals against, we are 21st. But we conceded the least penalties, so I imagine our penalty kill isn't actually going to be that great. If it stays around 80% for the year and we continue taking penalties at the rate that we are, it will be fine. So we're looking good so far. If we can keep this up for the rest of the season, I imagine we will do just fine. So if we load some stats up here. So we played 11 games and Grabner has 9 goals already. Blooming heck, that second line is a good combination together. And Bodka's got 4, so Grabner's definitely leading the way, and everyone else, the scoring is pretty straight to be fair. I imagine most people have got 1 goal. So not too much to complain about. Assist wise, because Kuznetsov is up there, so it's heaven. So the people we want to be up there are up there. Perhaps Mikhail Bodka could get a few more assists, and in 11 games, Michael Grabner on the second line has 15 points. And then Kuznetsov and McKinnon are basically point-a-game players as well. Now, considering Grabner is on the second line, he is doing something right. All that power play is going off. Hedman's discipline is rubbish, Larsson's discipline is meh, and everyone else's discipline is pretty solid. Yeah, so unfortunately our 4th line is minus quite a few goals. But, you know, it's okay. They've not really gotten any points, and everyone else is a plus. I'm not going to complain too much. Power play, Kuznetsov and Grabner, as we imagine. I think this is McKinnon, Kuznetsov and Grabner is the first unit for the power play, so they should be getting the most goals. Game winners, Boyd Gordon with 2, nice. I won't bother about shooting percentage. Let's check out Mike Smith and David Dudek. Yeah, they're doing alright, as long as the save percentage is decent, and it is. So that's fine. So we are off to a pretty decent start to the season. Let's go to this game against the Ducks. I imagine there's going to be about 15 or so games in this month. If we can get 10 wins, I will be happy with that. Not a great start, but it doesn't really matter. We still have a well above 500 win percentage, and if we can keep that up, especially against the teams in our own division, we will be fine. Grabner's got 10 goals on the season already, and we've only played 14 games. Good lord, it's not going to keep up. But you know, you might as well rack in the points early, and then when that mid-season slump comes, you're still going strong. So our first 4 games after we've restarted the sim, we've gone 3-1. That ratio is very nice. 75% win rate. We can keep that up, boys. We will be in fine stead for the rest of the season. There we go, big win. Grabner got 2 goals, Jesus. He's not even on the first line. I don't understand why he's getting all these goals. They just must be power play goals. But Bodka's playing with McKinnon and Kuznetsov. I don't understand it. It's not even Bodka and Grabner aren't even changing for each other on the line, so it's not like McKinnon and Kuznetsov are playing with Grabner for half their shifts. It's Kuznetsov coming off for Grabner. He's just lining up by himself. Almost tempted to stick him on the line with them for a month, but I don't want to ruin his mojo at the moment, because he's obviously got something going for them, as the Flyers are suffering at the moment. They had like 3-15 with a couple of overtime losses in there as well. Yeah, I don't want to mess with Michael Grabner at the moment. He's got 16 goals already. There's no point in changing anything. There's just none. Like, why would you? If you're a coach, you just leave that line together, even if the rest of the team aren't scoring. Well, they must be getting some points somewhere, even if it's just defenders getting it. That line is obviously doing well enough. So we got 9 wins. I asked for 10. We got 9. I can't complain too much. We'll do another month in this video, so we'll go to the new year, because we may as well. And so player stats, what was that? 13 games. 13 games, 9 wins. Very happy with that. Goals, Grabner now has 16 in 24 games. So if we times that by 4, he's going to get about 60 goals if he keeps this rate up. It's insane. And Vodka's chipping in with a few more goals now. That's fine. Assists, yeah, as we'd expect them to be. Points, Grabner's got still a point a game. McKinnon and Kuznetsov are scoring at a similar rate as they were. Dropped off a little bit, but Nyquist and Bodka are sped up. Brassard's still going at a point every game, which is fine with me. Power play goals, Kuznetsov has 5, so does Grabner. That's probably where a lot of his goals are coming from. Game-winning goals, Nyquist has 3. We quickly check the goalies. Mike Smith's goals against average has gone down to less than 2 a game. So Smith is doing something right as well. Team stats, that's what we need to be checking now. So we're still 3rd in the NHL points per game. We are truly 3rd, which is good, behind Florida and Nashville. Okay, Nashville I can kind of understand, not so much Florida. Goals for a game, we are 5th with about 3. Goals against, 6th. So we've gone up, stayed the same. Actually, we've gone up in both categories, I'm pretty sure. Power play, gone down a little bit. But we're getting loads of chances. So it's alright. And on the penalty kill's gone up actually to 85%, and we're still giving up a very few penalties. We're going on the penalty kill like twice a game pretty much. So that's a good rate. It's a good rate. Let's go to the end of 2014 and go up to we'll go up to the halfway point in the season, but we'll still do it by month and then finish off a couple of games. That seemed to be a decent way of doing it last time. Gives us a good chance to assess our team midway through the season, see if there is any trades that we need to make, and we can make them before the trade deadline comes up. So Grabner's got a chance to get 20 goals pretty quickly, to be fair. And he has done. So Michael Grabner, he had that one good year about, I want to say 3 years ago now, when he got 40 goals. When he burst onto the scene. I'm pretty sure he's going to get at least 40 goals again this year, which is very nice. I don't normally have a fantastic scorer, and we didn't really have one in the last season. Not at this rate anyway. I think we had a couple of 30 goal scorers in Bodka and possibly Nyquist. I'd have to check that. But, you know, Grabner's just on fire. It's always nice to see that your leading scorer has more goals than your leading assistman has assists. He's doing something right then. He is getting a few assists as well, to be fair. He's not just finishing other people's plays off. Because he's still a point-a-game player as well. And just a very nice treat as we go back-to-back wins there against some Eastern Conference opponents. If we can steal a few points, it would be nice. Do like winning against the other conference. Okay, so we lost there to Tampa Bay, but then came back to beat Colorado 5-1. So a team in our division we beat. St. Louis aren't in our division, but they're in our conference. So yeah, let's hamper any progress they might be having. If they've got a run, let's stop it if it's a winning streak. Oh, they're not going good. That's really not good. Let's put them down in the dumps. Come on. Ooh, not an overtime loss either. We haven't got a lot of overtimes lost. That normally saves us. Helped us out last year. We got quite a few overtime losses. Well, I suppose we're winning quite a few games normally anyway, so I say normally in regulation time, so I'm not too worried about it. As we finish off 2014 with a loss to the Minnesota Wild, let's check some stats. Goals against average. Mike Smith is one of the top goalies. Yeah, got the most wins. Points wise, Grabner is 3rd in points. Assist wise, nobody's there. Goals, Michael Grabner is leading the race for the Rocket Richard by 7. That's quite a lot to be leading it by. And we are 1st in the Pacific Group. Team standings, I think we've got 4 more games to the midway point of the season. So we might as well sim on those 4 games. So that's Winnipeg is 1, Ducks are 2, Nashville, and then Buffalo. So we'll go to this Florida game, then check out all the stats and standings, because that will be the midway point of the season. So we didn't get Winnipeg, but the Ducks are in our division, so we could use them as a stepping rung on the ladder. Do we manage it? Is that a win? Yes, it is. 4-1. That's a good win. Oh, we do like to see those multiple goal wins. Well, I'll take a 3-2 win. Actually, I just like seeing the W, to be fair. And we should... Oh, we lose 1-0 to Buffalo. You know, we got 52 points already in the midway point of the season, so we're looking like we're going to get 100 for the year. Finally, to finish off this video, we'll go to team standings. Yeah, we've played 41 games. Chicago have 1 more point than us. But technically we are 3rd in the league. And then Florida... Okay, so it's not like losing Florida was drastic. Goals per game, 7. So we're still in the top 10, still scoring around for a game, which I like. Goals against, we're 4th, and the goals against the game is 4th. So the combination of Smith and Dubnyk is producing well for us. Power play goals, we have the 5th most times, and we're on the 4th amount of... and we're on the power play the 4th most often. Which is good stats, but I can guarantee that means our power play percentage isn't the greatest. It's mid-table, I'll take that. Power play goals. Okay, so we're not bottom anymore. But I think the number of times that we are on the power play should be bottom. Yeah, it is. We've only been on 100 games. And penalty kill is 26. But, you know, we've got to concede somehow. That'd be interesting. I wish it showed you how many goals you conceded. Oh, we can work it out. We can work it out, actually. How many goals we concede on even strength. So we've conceded 91 goals. And 21 of them have been on the power play. So even strength, we've only conceded 71 goals this year. In 41 games, which is a good ratio, to be fair. It's 1.5 goals a game, even strength wise. So, you know, we really can't complain with that, with those numbers. Absolutely nothing we can do about that. And once this loads up the stats, we go through them, we will call it a video. So 41 games in. Grabner pace has slowed down, but he's still on for a 50-goal season with 26 points. Bodka, Nyquist, and Kuznetsov are the nearest, and then nowhere close. I suppose Bodka's doing his job on the second line as a sniper. Apart from that, the scoring is spread quite all over the place. CC's the only player without a goal. Assists, Kuznetsov and McKinnon are up there, that's good, followed by Nyquist. Would like to see Brassard with more assists than that, but he's still on for a 40-point season, which isn't too bad. And points-wise, Grabner's still a point-a-game player. Nyquist and Kuznetsov are up there, and so is McKinnon. So is Gormley and Ekman Larson. So it's good, it's good. It's good. Clement, Berman and Kuhlman minus has gone up a bit as well. So that's not bad. Grabner's got 12 power play goals, game winning goals. Yeah, that's not to be expected. And let's go check out Mike Smith in the cage. Has got less than 1.9 goals against the game. So it's Dubnyk that's letting us down. But I think Dubnyk's still got a decent save percentage. Yeah, that's alright. Smith probably deserves more shoutouts than he's got at the moment. But I think that makes him one of the league leaders. And actually, let's go check out the league leaders. We can flesh out this video for an extra minute to check out the league leaders and most stats halfway through the season, if that is something you're interested in. Halfway through the season, Grabner is leading goals by 6. Assists, yeah, to be expected. Where's the first Coyote? Kuznetsov is 30th in the league, so that's not great. Points wise, Grabner is 7th, and I don't expect to see anyone for a little bit further down, so we won't bother checking. We'll just leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. We'll check the goalies this way. So goals against average. Neuwerf and Smith are battling it out. So hopefully Smith can win that battle and get himself a Vezina trophy. I think the most wins is going to help him. So we'll keep that up. And obviously team standings. We're even with 3 teams in our division, but those 3 teams are pretty well ahead of the rest of the division. So it looks like we're on course for a playoff spot. And with that, I will end this video. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and then we will see you all next time where we got to be trade deadline and more than likely finish off the season. So if you have any suggestions for the trade deadline, save them now, or else I might just go straight past it, because I probably want to get this season done and into the playoffs as quickly as possible. Thank you again for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time.